Isaeas, we really need to hit the gym. It's National Exercise Day and we're definitely not in the best shape.
Speak for yourself, Robert. I've already started. I'm on a diet.
Okay, well that's great, but I can't diet. I need to gain some weight.
It looks like that's working out well for you, buddy.
Okay, no need to be rude, but in all honesty, we need to put on some muscle. You know what I mean? Like, hit the iron.
Well, I would love to start lifting, but we got nothing here to lift except maybe some chairs.
Well, lucky for us, Aidan left us these weights to use for today's show.
You know what? What if we just start lifting right now? We got the weights right here. We have the perfect lighting to look buff. Let's start working out.
All right, but before we start lifting weights, we got to start the show.
That's right. Today we'll have stories about Wellness Week, the Gov Team Nationals, and even a dive into gym workouts.
We're also going to be covering recent track and field invitationals, sports signings, and softball.
I'm Isaeas Flores.
And I'm Robert Shema.
Welcome to Show 27, Exercise Day Edition.
Orchesis is selling tickets for their upcoming spring production, 7, happening May 1st through 3rd at 7 p.m. in the AHS Performing Arts Center. Expect powerful performances across styles like contemporary, hip-hop, and jazz, all exploring the battle between sin and virtue. Tickets are available now at ahs.orchesis.com. General admission is $20, VIP is $25, and AUSD students get $5 off any ticket starting April 7th with a valid student ID.
Earlier this week, Wellness Week brought some much-needed positive energy to campus. From quick games to creative breaks, students had a chance to unwind, connect, and just enjoy the moment. Sariah has more insight into the event.
Thanks, anchors. I'm Sariah, and the Wellness Center has teamed up with multiple organizations on campus this week to help us with our mental health. Here's a look into what they've done so far. Wellness Week kicked off on Monday to help Arcadia students with managing stress, especially after the week-long break.
So we started our first Wellness Week actually 5 years ago. It was virtually, and the reason why we started it is we just wanted to make sure our students had time to take care of ourselves. Our students here at Arcadia High are some of the best, but they're also super busy. Making sure we're getting enough sleep, trying to do things that we love. All of that really helps our mental health.
Throughout the week, students have been able to participate in various lunch events and activities in the rally court, such as watching performances from Music Makes Miracles, a student-led club on campus.
So Music Makes Miracles for Wellness Week, we set up a couple performances. So we had 2 bands and a clarinet quartet playing some music. We tried to pick songs that we think the school body would know.
This week has been filled with fun activities to help students manage and take care of their mental health. Wellness Week isn't over just yet. Make sure to come at lunch to the rally court to color with Link Crew and have the opportunity to make DIY Polaroid photos. This has been Sariah, and now back to the anchors in the studio.
Next Friday, the VEX Robotics team is hosting an informational meeting for those interested in joining at 4 p.m. in the lecture hall. This meeting is mandatory for all applicants, and for access to the interest form, scan the QR code down below.
Arcadia students interested in joining speech and debate for next year can find the application using the Google Classroom code down below. This is a great opportunity to build confidence, sharpen your speaking skills, and be part of a competitive and fun team. Applications are due today, April 18th, and tryouts will be held April 23rd and 24th in F103 after school.
For the last 2 weeks, our very own World Guard and Percussion performed in Dayton, Ohio for the WGI World Championships. Here's Kyleen with the full scoop on the event.
Our very own World Guard and Percussion groups have been practicing almost all year with countless practices and competitions all over Southern California. All of this leading up to the WGI World Championships in the University of Dayton Arena. During spring break, our percussion team flew to Dayton, Ohio to compete in the WGI World Championships, their annual tradition. Since November, they've worked on their music, choreography, costumes, and props.
When you see our show, we start with all white swans, and you just see this one white swan who's a violinist. So throughout the show, he becomes a black swan. You see him take off his white jacket, showing his black feathers. By the end of the show, everyone's a black swan.
There are 3 main performances in the Dayton Arena. One on Thursday, which is preliminary round, Friday, semis, and lastly, finals is on Saturday.
Just seeing thousands of people cheering, it was really, really loud, but also really fun.
Our color guard team also went to the Dayton Arena a week before percussion. Their show was titled The Octopus.
It's inspired by a Netflix documentary called My Octopus Teacher. The documentary is essentially about this man who goes into the ocean and befriends this octopus and kind of his journey getting to know this creature.
Their trip included many hours of practice before each of the performances. However, they also had a few bonding events to alleviate the stress of performing in front of a large audience.
The whole team, we all got ready and we all went to like a banquet dinner together. During Dayton, we don't have a lot of time to really like hang out with each other. So it was kind of a way for us to really bond more as a team.
Color guard managed to medal again, winning 3rd, and percussion jumped up to 6th from last year. What a great job from both the percussion and world guard groups. We can't wait to see what you guys have in store for us next year. This has been Kyleen, and now back to the anchors in the studio.
If you missed a past Arcadia stage production, or if you really enjoyed one, our APN is selling recordings of past performances on DVD. DVDs come at $25 and Blu-rays are $35. They are available on our website and the link is available down below.
Arcadia High School's Gov team made it to the We the People Nationals competition to test their skills on a national level over break. After weeks of prep, they brought their A game and stayed strong and made some unforgettable memories along the way. Here's Arianna with the details.
Thanks, anchors. I'm Arianna Hernandez, and the Arcadia Constitution team traveled to Washington, D.C. to compete at the national tournament. Here's how they did. Arcadia High School's Gov team received a wildcard spot at their state competition back in February, earning them a spot on the national stage. They've been preparing all year by studying different sections of the United States Constitution.
So in order to prepare for nationals, there's multiple components, but a lot of it is researching, but it's also just discussing, talking with one another, and reaching out to people. So we did a lot of really breaking down the questions, figuring out our own personal opinions.
On their trip to DC, they got to not only compete, but also have some fun there too, such as going to a Dodger game. Throughout the rest of the week, they went to tour different historical places, including the Smithsonian, go on the National Archives, and memorial tours.
One of my favorite moments of the trip was a bunch of the places that we got to see. We went to visit the White House, and we also danced in front of the White House, and it was a really nice time because everybody was just crowded in a circle.
In the end, the team met and competed against multiple schools from across the country and ended up ranking 9th in the nation.
California, wild.
Congrats, Gov team, on this amazing accomplishment. It was definitely a great way to end a great season. This has been Arianna Hernandez, and now back to the anchors in the studio.
Excited for prom? Ticket sales have started this week. After today, prices go up to $105 without ASB and rise again to $115 the following week. So make sure to get your tickets as soon as possible. And remember, it's cash only. For more information, visit the ASB website and click Prom 2025 to fill out the prom contract. Man, my arms are getting tired from all this lifting.
Same here, but at least we're improving. We moved up some weight.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing. A little bit of a controversial question. Do you think it's okay to skip legs?
No, I don't think it's ever okay to skip leg day.
Okay. I'll get started on that soon, but I need to figure out which gym I can go to first.
Well, workouts at commercial gyms can be very dangerous. It's easy to forget how important safety is.
Exactly. Luckily, Andrea is here to walk you through a proper and safe day at a newly opened gym.
Thanks, anchors. I'm Andrea Hsu, the most athletic APN member, and I'm here to celebrate National Exercise Day. Today, we're going to be heading over to Crunch Fitness to see how to stay fit, stay healthy, but also stay safe.
I was going to fumble that.
All right, fine. I fumbled way more.
That workout was tough. I feel way more pumped now.
But you didn't even do anything. You've been right here the whole time.
I know, but watching other people work out brings the same effect a real workout does. I thought everyone knew that.
No, it doesn't. You have to actually be doing the workout to see results.
Well, whenever I watch other people work out or I work out myself, the result is always the same. I always end up tired.
You know who never gets tired? Our Apache athletes. While everyone was enjoying a great spring break, Arcadia held what is considered to be the most competitive track meet in the country. This event took place on Friday, April 11th and Saturday, April 12th. In case you missed our stream, here's Amel to give us a recap.
Thanks! I'm here at the 57th Arcadia Invitational, where top high school athletes from all over the nation and 4 countries come to compete. Our very own high school hosts this 2-day event.
This year, 7 meet records as well as national records were broken. Jesuit High School's 4x800 meter relay squad posted a time of 7:41.54. This was the fastest time in the country this year. Servite's boys 4x100 relay team also broke a record, creating a state and meet record. The Servite boys 4x200 relay team also broke a meet record with a time of 1:23.88.
Other than races, many other events took place such as shot put, discus, long jump, and high jump.
Congratulations to all these amazing athletes who competed in this event. I'm Amel Tesfaye, now back to the studio.
On Tuesday, Our Lady Apache softball team went up against Burbank High School with some high competition. Here's Rianna with more details.
First inning, Kane Fox number 17 hit a home run to start off the lead, while Burbank had no runs, ending the first inning with a score of 1-0. In the second inning, Cecile Crowder number 24 scored on a pass ball. Burbank still didn't have any runs in the second inning, which ended the second inning with a score of 2-0. The rest of the game had no other runs, and the final score was 2-0.
As we settle back in from the well-needed break, our athletes never missed a beat and came back with a strong, packed week of games. Here's a recap of this week's sports. Starting off, on Monday, badminton played a fierce match against South Pasadena, ending in the favor of Arcadia with the combined score of 19-2. Next, on Tuesday, our own baseball team hit it off with the win against Burbank High School, ending with a 5-0 score. Later that night, we streamed the boys volleyball team as they took on Burbank as well, earning the win with the final set score of 3-1. Moving on to Wednesday, some of our passionate senior athletes held their sports signing. Celebrating the end of their high school season, Olivia Ocampo committed to Azusa Pacific University for Division II women's water polo. Alina Ung committed to the University of Louisiana for Division I women's soccer. And last but not least, Jasmine Del Rio committed to Whittier College for Division III women's volleyball. Now passing it over to the boys tennis team as they face Burroughs, showing some determination till the end with the final score of 11-7 in favor of Arcadia. Our track stars also kept up the momentum, competing against Crescenta Valley with the turnout in favor of Arcadia, with the combined score of 92-44 for the girls, or for the guys, and 76-58 for the girls. Thursday's schedule was jam-packed, with boys tennis continuing it on against Hoover, ending with a final score of 17-1 in favor of Arcadia. Our badminton team kept it going, head-to-head against San Gabriel with the final score of 20-1, with Arcadia taking the win. Sending it to the boys volleyball team as they face rivals Crescenta Valley, ending the game in favor of Arcadia with a set score of 3-2. Next, the softball team held host to Muir High School, highlighting great plays that led to a 5-4 win. Make sure to support Our Lady Apaches tonight in their upcoming game, where they're celebrating some hard-working seniors. And also tonight is the boys baseball team. They have a home game today at 3:30 against Burbank. Good luck to all of our athletes in their upcoming games. Make sure to keep supporting them throughout the rest of their seasons. This has been Nia, now back to the anchors.
You know, after lifting all these weights and putting some work in, I think I'm ready to start fighting in the UFC.
Okay, slow down, Isaeas. We haven't even curled over double-digit weights yet.
I don't like this disrespect from you, Robert. I challenge you to a friendly boxing match.
Okay, I like your spirit, but I'm going to have to respectfully decline.
Yeah, you're right. I think I'm getting a little bit fired up from all this lifting. Why don't we end the show before things get out of hand?
Good call. Make sure to follow our socials down below. This has been Robert.
And Isaeas.
See you next week.